about it? It's your boy Tony Max. Y'all know I do it to the max. Coming back at y'all again with another fantastic episode of True to Life, where we discuss real life issues that affect real life people in real everyday life. Okay, you guys. In today's episode, we're going to discuss the one thing that gives all men in general, and all black men more specifically, total and complete control over their lives in every area, shape, and form, especially within the context of relationships. So, I hope you got your pen and your pad. You ready? Come on, let's dig in. Okay, you guys, what do I mean? What is the one thing that gives men in general and black men specifically total control over their lives, especially within the context of relationships? But before I get to that one thing, we're going to discuss the components of that one thing so that I can wrap it up in a way that will give you a more comprehensive understanding. So, we're going to begin with point number one. I got my notes. I always keep my notes with me to make sure I stay on point. We want to be as compendious as possible. Okay? Point number one. You establish yourself as a man. And when you establish yourself as a man, you establish yourself as a competing force, a force to be reckoned with. Well, why do you say that, Tony Max? That's a great question. Here's why I say that. Because if you have not established yourself as a man, as a man's man, an adult in the functioning civilized world, then you are not competition. No one has you in mind as competition. There are no competitors because you're not established as a man. You haven't even put down your feet, your roots as an established force to be reckoned with. Well, gee, what do you mean, Tony Max? Well, this is what I mean. When you see the men that women want, what do they look like? Most of those guys they're fit, they're in shape, they have some possessions, and they make a certain amount of money. They have a certain confidence about themselves. So by establishing yourself as a man, you place yourself in a better position so that you as well become a force to be reckoned with. How exactly do you do that? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. By having your own keys to a place that you call your own. Fellas, I don't care if it's a hole in the wall, if it's an efficiency, if it's whatever it is, as long as you have shelter, lights, and running water, and it's yours in your name. Not you just paying the bills paying the bills at somebody else's spot, or you in somebody else's spot that they had to sign for. I mean, you got to start somewhere, fellas. Never despise humble beginnings, okay? We all had to crawl before we could walk. Look, my first place, my first place was a hole in the wall, all right? It was almost like half of the size of a mobile home, and a small mobile home at that. All I had was like 4 rooms. I had a tiny kitchen, tiny bathroom, a tiny bedroom, and was there something else? No, it was 3 rooms. It's been so long ago, fellas. This is the thing. It only had 3 freaking rooms. But you know what? It was mine. I paid the bills. It was in my name, and it gave me a certain sense of confidence. I became a competitor. Point number 2, you improve your self-confidence while you are alone with yourself and while you're with other men. Here's what I mean. You have your own roof over your head, and you got keys to your own place where you pay the bills, and it's in your name. In that particular situation, fellas, trust me, you have created for yourself a platform, a foundation for you to build off of. If you have nothing at all, then you have nothing to build on. So even if it is a little hole in the wall, As long as it's yours and you pay the bills, when it rain outside, guess what? You got shelter. When it's cold outside, guess what? You have shelter and heat. When it's hot outside, you have shelter and air conditioning. If you have to put a window unit in or if it's central air, as long as it's yours, that's the only thing that matters. That being said, brings me to point number 3, which is you create an environment to acquire peace of mind so you can choose who you want to deal with as opposed to being subjugated to any female who chooses to deal with you. So when you have your own, fellas, you can choose the female that you want to deal with. If you want a woman as a girlfriend or you want a woman as a wife, look, man, no one is going to start off unless you're born rich. No one is going to start off balling. So what you do is you pay your dues. You crawl before you walk. You do what you have to do. You learn how to manage your money, learn how to save your money, and then as you progress throughout life and begin to do better and better, what you do is you make progress. The ultimate point that I'm bringing you to is being every man in general and every black man especially and specifically should be a responsible adult. And in order to become a responsible adult, you have to. It is a prerequisite that you have your own. In order to have your own, you have to secure gainful, legal employment. I don't care if you're doing construction, a garbage man, whatever you do, mailman, a mechanic, you're not going to jail for doing it, fellas. Trust me, it's a lot easier doing it this way. Listen to this quote that I heard. When you do what's easy, your life will be hard. What you told me next? What's easy? Selling drugs, scamming, robbing folks, doing anything that's breaking the law. Well, how's that hard? That's easy. It seems easy. I'll just go pull a gun out and make them give me their money. That's easy. Yeah, it's easy at first until you get caught and or killed. So whichever one comes first. So let's just say, for the sake of our argument, that you don't get killed, right? One day you're gonna get caught. You're gonna rob the wrong person. They're gonna file charges on you. The police gonna catch you, and there you go. Well, I wear a mask. There's cameras everywhere, and somebody's always watching. You can make up all the excuses and rationalizations that you want to, if you choose to justify your illegal means of living. But bro, I've done it. I ain't never robbed nobody, but I've done just about everything else that's illegal, and there's no way to beat the law. Trust me, I've tried it. You're not gonna beat the police. These folks get paid $30 an hour, $50 an hour, some of them, to sit in the AC, watch you all day, and take notes. If somebody paid me $30, $40, $50 an hour to sit in the AC and gave me the latest in technology to watch you and listen to you, I'm gonna know everything about you, homeboy. I don't care how slick you is or what kind of plan you think you got. Trust me, and it's the same thing, basic logic and common sense. So, bringing you back to my point, becoming a responsible adult, that is what women truly seek. Responsible adults. I didn't say boppers or for the streets females, I said women. Meaning, women who are in the market to be married. Women who are already wives or who are in the process of making themselves wives as far as how they already operate, looking for a man to fall under his leadership, his discipline. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm talking about. So if you're a bopper, a club hopper, a bust down or whatever, you're not part of this conversation. And fellas, I'm only talking to those who are men, not the little boys bouncing from female to female, living with female to female, driving other females' cars, thinking that make them, in some kind of way, that make them players and ballers or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what the terminology would be for it other than a scrub, a buster, and a loser. It's never been me. But what I'm saying is that if you guys pick yourselves up by the bootstrap, make a plan for your lives, and start living your life on purpose, with purpose, then and only then will you begin to see positive results in your life because you've taken the initiative to make the necessary changes to improve the quality of your current circumstances. Without being proactive about your life, there's no way that it can possibly improve. You have to improve it. If you don't get up off of your tail and begin doing things for yourself starting now, right now, it'll never improve. No one else will do it for you because no one else can do it for you. So, I hope you learned some things from that. With that being said, thanks for the love and the support. I appreciate all of you guys. The subscriptions are coming in, and I do appreciate it. Hey man, you guys are liking the channel. Hey, thank you to all of my players and players out there. And ladies, this is the kind of guy that you want. And if you all are watching my channel, for all you ladies, leave a comment and just to let the fellas know, yeah, this is the kind of man that we want to lead us. So hey, again, if you're on your laptop or your PC, don't forget in the upper right hand corner, you can look on the banner. It has ways for you to support the channel. I really would appreciate it. And if you're on your phone or your tablet, look up under the video where it says show more or read more, and you'll be able to, you click on that button and you'll see the ways to support the channel there. Again, thanks for the love, man, and the support. I really do appreciate you guys. I got a whole lot more content coming, and I'm about to start doing live. So just bear with me. I'm working on my equipment right now, trying to step up my game. And hey, man, just thank y'all. I really appreciate you guys. Till next week, peace and progress to you, baby.
And as we all collaborate, stand focused on one drive. Follow me into the future, help our people stay alive on planet Earth.